All right, everyone. Today we're gonna learn about time management.
Stop.
You know what I mean? Kate just threw a fit because she said she wanted to do a fun episode, but the next one we had on the list was time management. So I guess it wasn't fun enough for her. So I'm
Let's
just
make
giving
this
you guys a warning right now that I'm gonna try my best to make time management fun
For me?
for everyone involved.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
So go ahead and do your
I
little
am Cait
intro.
McCruddy,
Okay, I'm Art Morrison III.
and this is episode 18 of the Daily Dollar Podcast.
Episode 18. Let's talk about freaking time management.
Another day, another dollar. I haven't been saying that, and I just
Yeah.
feel like that's such a perfect line.
Another day, another dollar.
Maybe we could sign off with that instead of saying like "see ya" every single
We do
time.
way too much podcast planning on air.
Well, I like the people to know what we go through.
Okay. So what are we talking about? You said
We're
time
talking about
management?
time management.
What do you mean by time management?
Okay, so the rawest form of time management that I'm talking about is real estate is like, it's an entrepreneurial journey that we have, right? So the only people that hold us accountable is ourselves. So the time management piece, I think, is extremely important because it's not like you have a 9-to-5 job. So how do you manage your time and make sure that you're effective, but also make sure that you're not killing yourself 24/7?
Yeah. I actually have the answer.
What?
I have the answer.
All right, guys, this might be a quick episode. We're not even 2 minutes in, and
Yeah.
Art has the answer.
Yo, as fast and as best as you can without sacrificing or jeopardizing your business, go for the bigger deals. Go for
Okay.
the bigger deals. That's the answer because it allows you to, essentially in real estate, sad as it sounds, the more money you make, the more you'll free up your time.
Yeah.
So, a mistake you and I made was we were hustling hard and we were making money on deals, but when we first started, we thought $50,000 was a lot of money, which turns out it's actually not that much money if you're making $50,000 every 4 to 6 months.
And also putting it back into your business.
And then putting it back into your business or
Yeah.
another property, it's actually not that much money.
It's way different than just pocketing 50 grand. And
So what we found ourselves
Yeah.
doing was stressing and working a lot to find out where the next $50,000, I'm doing air quotes here, $50,000, $40,000, $60,000
Right.
was, as opposed to saying, oh, nah, we realize this ain't really it. Let's find bigger deals where we're making $150,000, $200,000, $250,000 per deal, right? That money then holds you over to where you can set a schedule for yourself
right.
and not be stressing every time you're not doing work. Like when we first started, we were literally sitting around like, yo, when you do real estate, you're putting your money to work, so your money's working for you. So you don't really have to do a lot.
Right.
You should be looking for your next deal. You should be managing whatever deals you have, obviously. You should be building relationships. But all that stuff can be done from your cell phone. It can be done from a beach. It doesn't require manual labor or actual presence.
Gotcha.
So there's times where we're sitting around and we we feel like we're not doing enough. Well, you feel like you're not doing enough because you broke or you foresee yourself being broke.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from our perspective because you just worked your butt off for 3 months and made 50 grand, but in that 3 months, you're 20 grand in debt, so that leaves 30. And then you don't know when the next deal is going to close.
Yeah.
So now it's going to eat up that 30.
Right.
And so you're always working towards your next deal, always working, which is, there's nothing wrong with work, but it's hard to time manage. Just to get back on track of what the topic is,
Right.
It's hard to time manage when you just say, okay, I always have to work. I'm just
Yeah.
always working. So then what happens? I'm taking calls at 9 p.m. My weekends are also phone calls. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm working when I want and where I want, but it's literally consuming my life.
Yeah.
Which is why I think we wrote this down because we're like, we got to do an episode on time management because this is no joke.
Yeah.
Because on the contrary, you can find yourself being lazy as hell.
Yeah.
And just I made some money and then not doing anything and now you're not securing your future. You're just living in the now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
That's funny. I saw something today on Instagram, and I didn't even have this in mind when we started the episode. And it said something about when you quit, if you are in a corporate job and you go into real estate and working for yourself, when you quit your corporate job and you're used to having that schedule and that rigidness and those deadlines and the Sunday scaries and all of that, and you quit it and you go into
Entrepreneurship.
whatever. Yes, full time.
She never can say entrepreneurship.
I hate that word. you almost, when you do have downtime, you're almost like stressed even more than you would be at your job, because you're like, what am I doing? Am I doing enough? Like, am I cut out for this?
Something's missing,
Yeah. So I think that kind of plays to time management a little bit, because the whole basis of it was like, hell yeah, I deserve to take a Friday off if I need to take a Friday off.
Yeah.
So how do you
we're just getting to that now.
Yeah.
Like, we're just rewarding ourselves with saying, all right, we can do an hour and a half, 2 hours in the gym every day.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I couldn't go to the gym. I was stressed so much that, like, I couldn't focus on myself for an hour.
Yeah.
Because I was concerned about my emails, concerned making sure the cash registers are still ringing. And like it was like really a thing, and you start to lose yourself if you don't properly manage your time. So
right, and I know a lot of people get into real estate for time freedom.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes I look at that and I laugh, because it's like, do I have time freedom? Yes, but at the same time, if I got to answer this call while I'm at happy hour, I got to answer this call.
But
that's why
I feel like the answer is just make more money, aka do bigger deals.
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to be comfortable telling that person that's calling you at happy hour, hey, I'm at happy hour. I'll hit you later.
Yeah.
Or hey, it's after 6 o'clock. I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. It's outside of my business hours. You're not comfortable doing that when you're not secure in where your next check is coming from. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's like why I jumped to that. Did you have a different solution? I was kind of joking that I have the answer. I still firmly believe that's the answer, but.
I don't necessarily have a solution, because I don't see like a problem. It's just.
You don't think time management is a problem? I know it's a problem we have. I'm not going to lie to the people. If you want to be a liar, you can be a liar.
I'm not a liar.
I just think time management, like, so for you, I know you're a very disciplined person. You like schedules and all that. I personally don't. So, like, there's a conflict there, because I'm like, yo, if we're going to put ourselves on a schedule and all that. And I know that's the way successful people are supposed to do it. So people are probably listening to this like, this dude,
we don't
like,
agree in
he's
this
lazy.
area.
Yeah, I know that's what you're supposed to do. I'm just like, yo, so what the hell is the point of, like, okay, if I create the schedule, what's the point of the schedule?
I think, okay, if you're not going to have a schedule.
You know what my schedule would be?
No,
the
you're
beach.
not. I get it, but listen to me. If you're not going to have a schedule, then you have to learn, and you should do this anyways, but you have to learn to do things in the absolute most efficient way possible.
I think I'm really efficient. I think that's also where I'm not saying I'm the ultimate efficient person, but I know we do differ there. I'm much more efficient in a more chaotic setting than you are. Like, if you are doing work and I sneeze over there or snap my fingers or something, like, you will lose track of your work.
Yeah, I'm in the zone, and if you knock me out of my
You're out of the zone. For me, I can be in a zone wherever, whenever. It don't matter. I can lock in if I want to lock in.
Oh yeah, but he can't do things and lock in at the same time. So, like, that's a different story. But
yeah, like, we're like opposites there. So a schedule might work for you. I'm not saying it doesn't work for me, but for me, it's like, I don't like weekly calls. I don't like, bro, I don't want to, I'm not committing to something 4 weeks from now. Are you kidding me? What is the point of doing this? If I'm going to commit to something 4 weeks from now, or for an entire year, a set schedule or whatever, it's like,
right.
I don't know. I just don't think humans are designed that way. Personally, I feel like, okay, like, sometimes I get the urge to go to the gym at 10 o'clock at night. I want to go to the gym then.
Yeah.
That's when I want to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get the urge to sleep in. I know my body needs rest. I read my body, so I sleep in. Other times I want to get up early, so I just jump up and start working. I want to naturally kind of flow with what my body and what the universe is telling me to do, which is why I struggle with time management.
Yeah, I don't see necessarily a problem with that.
Yeah, so that's
because
why,
you're
well,
listening.
It's not a problem if
to
I'm
your
saying
body.
make more money,
Yeah.
right? So like, that's my solution. I'm saying that's not the solution to everyone, because money doesn't, like, fuel everyone.
Yeah.
Money isn't what provides people comfort. I know people who can be like the meme with the puppy and the fire.
Oh yeah.
Like, broke, business going under, but they like, well, it's 5:03, so, like, I'm not working.
Yeah,
I work
going
between
home,
9 to 5,
cutting
or
it
this
off.
is my gym time. I know people who spend 2 hours in the gym. They got their bag, they got water, they got snacks, pre-workout. Like, they really, because the gym is their thing, and that's what they want to do. Where I'm like, 2 hours in the gym? That's 2 hours I can go be getting some money. So it's like, it's all like personality and characteristics, but ultimately, to stay on track of the topic of, like, time management, I know what the hell you call it? The title.
Well, we can always adjust the title.
Well, no, I know the title wasn't put out there in the form of like, what's the solution to time management? Yeah. But for me, the premise of this episode is really to show like how difficult, like it's not as easy as, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm free all day. And I get that a lot, and I actually hate it. Mm-hmm. Like if you want to disrespect me, shoot me a DM and say like, yo, can I call you right now? Because it's like, bro.
Oh, like you don't think I had things to do.
Yeah, or like, you just not valuing my time. And you think you can just call me anytime. You see everything that I'm doing and all that, but you think because of this mystical, like, I'm making money out of thin air, which I actually am as an entrepreneur, but it takes work. It takes a certain mindset. There's like so many variables that go into it to where it's like, yo, respect my time. And that's the other part of time management we didn't even touch on, but like protecting your time. Mm-hmm. Because you also can get caught up in, okay, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta hang with friends. Like, yo, if you go on Instagram and follow success pages, there's definitely 36 hours a day of stuff that you need to do. Yeah. That you should do. You're supposed to wake up at 5 a.m. You're supposed to spend time with friends. You're supposed to spend time with family. Yeah. You're supposed to go to the gym.
Read a book.
You're supposed to meditate. You're supposed to read a book a day. You're supposed, you know what I mean? You're supposed to have meetings with your team. You're supposed to do this, supposed to do that. So like, if you don't protect your energy and really find what your thing is, or protect your time, better yet, because energy is a whole nother episode. But if you don't protect your time, you really could find yourself having a days full of stuff that you're supposed to be doing, which if you don't have the discipline, I get why then you would have a schedule. Yeah. I like a schedule. But
I think schedule, I don't think that's necessarily I think a schedule to me means discipline. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like being disciplined is the ability to have a schedule.
So you're saying I'm not disciplined? I got you. Well, I'm going to take care of that real quick. That little jab. I'm sick of these jabs on this podcast.
That was a jab.
But
we just differ.
Yeah, we differ. But listen, time management, guys, is very important if you're going on your entrepreneur journey, or even if you're not. I mean, even if you're working 9 to 5 or whatever your situation might be, time management is important. But I think it's very important to listen to your body. Like, I don't do well with alarms in the morning. Yeah. I like to wake up natural. That's how I keep this gorgeous face, is by waking up natural every morning. Right. Whatever. So, but no, I have certain things that I listen to my body, and I really like try to stay in tune. And I don't want like scheduling other people or devices or whatever to control, or me to rely on them to have my day. That's me personally. If that's you personally, then I hope I gave you some gems on how you can better manage your time. If you're more like Cait here, who needs to itemize her discipline in the form of a schedule that she created, then that's another good way of managing your time, essentially. But at the end of the day, it has to be managed. It can't just be like, que sera, whatever happens today is going to happen.
And the point is, it's not the same for everyone.
It ain't the same for everyone, and it definitely ain't the same for every entrepreneur, and it's definitely not the same for entrepreneurs versus like people who may work a 9 to 5 job, or may, whatever, be a teacher or whatever the case is. It's definitely different, so you have to keep an open mind to how exactly you decide to manage your time, because you can't get it back.
So that's time management.
Time management. Kind of. Episodes, that's 17 or 18? 18.
18, it looks
God,
like.
Dang, 18 episodes.
Wow.
18 episodes, ladies and gents. The Daily Dollar. Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar.
So hype off that tagline.
Yeah, that was good.
Look, I'm Art Morrison III here, signing off.
I'm Cait McCready.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts, as well as visit UnitedHomeRelief.com to see all of our episodes and our online course called The Real Estate Roadmap, where we teach every single thing that you've ever heard on here, but in a robust fashion that comes with documents, actual curriculum, and in-the-field videos. UnitedHomeRelief.com, check it out. Once again, Art Morrison III here.
Cait McCready.
And we'll catch you on the damn, I was doing so good.
You're killing it.
We'll catch you on the next episode, guys.
Another day, another dollar.
You're so cheesy, man. Another day, another dollar.
Bye.
Peace.